Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. So today I want to talk about Dragon Quest and Dragon Quest 11 specifically, right? Because that's the only one I have currently played and I can currently afford to play that one. So where do I begin? So I came across this review. Heard about Dragon Quest. It is like the grandfather of all JRPGs, created by Yuji Horii, and Akira Toriyama does the artwork, and Koichi Sugiyama does the soundtrack. Those three people, they were the key forefathers of this, like very phenomenal JRPG. Like there's a famous myth about the government asked Square Enix to release Dragon Quest only on a holiday, so because people would miss out. Yeah, sorry about that. That was I had to take a call. Sorry, really sorry about that. So yeah, I was talking about these three key figures. We recently know Akira Toriyama passed away last year, I believe, and Koichi Sugiyama has also passed away. And now we have all the original creator, like who created in the 1980s. This is like 40-year-old series, right? Like games created by Yuji Horii, who's the designer, and he's still going at it. And a new Dragon Quest 12 hasn't been in development. It was announced a couple of years ago. I hope that the work comes out and it's gonna be awesome. I'm definitely gonna play that no matter what, because this. So I was gonna initially talk about the review that actually convinced me to buy this game. There's the guy I'm gonna mention is a goddamn genius, not only like in intellect, but just like the amount of video editing skills, and just he's a very genius level guy, right? He made this review. I'm gonna link it in the description. If you don't know what I'm talking about Tim Rogers, right? He used to work at Kotaku, and that's where his review is on Kotaku's channel. And please, if you haven't checked it out, don't even worry about buying the game. Just check out the review. Like, holy shit, is this the best goddamn review ever given for any product? Like, I was like, I have to play this game, And so, back in 2018 was when I was in med school, like, or late 2018, I got Dragon Quest 11, the original one. A definitive edition has come out, but I got the original one. I played that, and wow. The thing is, like, what I want to mention, like, the thought that came into my head was like, okay, must have been like 24, 23 years old at the time. So my console growing up was the PS2, right? And there's a very famous Dragon Quest 8, right? I didn't know about it, unfortunately. I used to play bootleg copies. I'm sorry for anybody listening, Square Enix. I'm sorry. I live in a third world country. I live in a village. Like, I can't afford. We didn't have the concept for brand new games. Like, we couldn't have. Even if we could, we couldn't have bought these games. That, like, they weren't even available. We could only buy bootleg copies that cost like $1, like half a dollar or something, 100 rupees, and. But later in my school days, I found out about Dragon Quest 8 that came out on the PS2, and then for the 9 came out on 3DS, I believe. 10 is a MMO, and now 11, and like, it is phenomenal. Dragon Quest 11. Like, when I watched his review, like, you have to watch it. I don't think you will enjoy this game as much if you don't watch that review. Like, I mean, like, sure, go in blind if you really want to have full experience, because the video spoils some experience, but spoils the experience a little bit, like showing characters and stuff. But that's the thing that he mentions in his review. Like, it comes off as like this stereotypical kids game. Like, what is this, cartoonish characters going this, but then the sudden plot twist happens, and you're like, holy shit. And it's so fun. Like, my first, I'll admit this was not my first JRPG. My first JRPG was Persona 5. If you guys want, you just let me know in the comment. I'll make a video about Persona 5 too. But yeah, Dragon Quest 11. I'm looking at it right now on my desktop. I bought the freaking. Okay, so I got some money for some, from some family that was just I got a check for it, and I spent all that money on this. I bought Dragon Quest 11. Like that was called me stupid. You know, my family thinks I'm stupid or whatever, but holy shit, it was worth it. Like especially on, I bought it on PC too because I could the definitive edition you came out on Switch and they ported that one to other consoles. So the texture quality is a little low, but there's a mod. I'll link that too if I remember to. That brings the quality, replaces the textures with the original game. So that's shout out to those mods too. I'm sorry I can't remember the name. Hold on, let me open it up, check it out. Come on, I must have it somewhere. Yggdrasil, yes. And the community is called Yggdrasil. They have, I think, on Discord too. I'll link the site too in the description. Yggdrasil DQ11 modding and resources. Yeah, just check this out on if you have it on PC. So the thing I was gonna say is, if you're in your 20s, late 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever, you will feel like you are like a 10-year-old kid playing a PS2 game, like for real. Like just it's such a cool experience. Like like you're sitting, you're gonna play this game, and my Jade is like one of my most attractive, my favorite characters of all time, and the silent protagonist and everything about the game is just phenomenal. Just okay. So that's it. I'm just not gonna take more of your time. So just please watch Tim Rogers' review, and then just uh, check out the modding resources that I'm gonna link, and then play the game. Bye bye.